All right, viewers, I'll now cut across to my colleagues, Adya Juneja, who will bring us all the biggest stories and updates shaping your money and the economy, and Athira Shashidharan, who will bring us all the action that's taking place in the world of sports as of now. Adya, let's start with the market updates. Over to you.
Well, thank you so much, Shivan. Global markets are responding to the aftermath of the US-Iran peace deal, with investors weighing the impact on growth, inflation and central bank policy across major economies. Starting off with markets, global markets surged on Monday after President Donald Trump announced a deal to end the US-Iran war, easing fears of a prolonged West Asia conflict. US stock futures jumped, with Nasdaq futures rising nearly 2%, while Japan and South Korea markets gained about 5%. European shares also rallied as oil prices fell sharply following the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz. Investors welcome the prospect of improved global stability, while attention now shifts to upcoming economic data and the Federal Reserve's policy decision later this week. Moving on, European Central Bank President Christine Lagarde says rising energy costs are beginning to spread across the broader economy, creating the so-called second round of inflation effect. Speaking to France Culture, Lagarde noted that indirect inflationary pressures have become visible across multiple sectors in recent weeks. Now, the comments suggest policymakers are closely monitoring whether higher energy prices will translate into sustained increases in goods and services costs, potentially complicating the inflation outlook for the Eurozone. And going to India now, country's wholesale inflation surged to 9.68% in the month of May, the highest in 6 months, driven by a sharp rise in fuel and power prices amid West Asia tensions. Fuel inflation jumped over 30%, while petroleum and natural gas prices soared more than 61%. Now, despite the spike, economists expect the Reserve Bank of India to hold interest rates steady for now, as retail inflation remains below 4%. Easing global oil prices following progress in US-Iran talks could help cool inflation in the coming months. And that is it from business. Now, for all the sports updates, it's over to you, Athira.
Thank you so much, Adya. Here are the top sports stories we're tracking for you at this hour. We'll begin with football. First, Germany eased past debutants Curaçao 7-1 in their opening match of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Four-time champions Germany went ahead in the 6th minute, but Curaçao, the smallest nation ever to qualify for the tournament, scored an equalizer in the 21st minute. Germany quickly regrouped and took a 3-1 lead into the break. They then produced a dominant second-half display, scoring 4 more goals to cruise to a 7-1 victory. Germany will next face Ivory Coast on Saturday. Meanwhile, Curaçao, a Caribbean nation of just 160,000 people, will take on Ecuador in their next Group E match. Staying with football and the World Cup, Japan fought back twice to seal a 2-2 draw against the Netherlands. Skipper Virgil van Dijk had put the Dutch side ahead with a fine header in Texas, only for Nakamura to quickly level. Winger Summerwild's curled finish into the bottom corner just after the hour to put Netherlands ahead again. But Japan again earned a point with a 89th minute equalizer through Dachi Kamada. Over in cricket now, India opened their T20 World Cup campaign in a dominant fashion. The women in blue defeated arch rivals Pakistan by 64 runs. Indian skipper Harmanpreet Kaur chose to bat first after winning the toss. The women in blue then posted a total of 170 for 6 in their 20 overs. Opener Smriti Mandhana, who was dropped twice, top scored for India with 89. Deepti Sharma then led India's attack with the ball and picked up 5 wickets and also contributed in a run-out as India bundled out Pakistan for 106 runs. Lastly, in Formula 1, Lewis Hamilton celebrated an emotional and historic first Grand Prix win with Ferrari. The win in Barcelona was also the Britain's first win since Belgium 2024 when he was with the Mercedes. George Russell finished second for Mercedes after starting on pole, and Lando Norris claimed the 3rd place. It is the first time that 3 British drivers had shared the podium since the 1968 US Grand Prix. Italian Kimi Antonelli, the 19-year-old championship leader for Mercedes, retired 5 laps from the end with an electric shutdown. With that, we have come to the end of the sports segment. It's back to you, Shivan.
Adya, thanks so much for those updates, and also thank you to Athira for the sports updates. And that's a wrap on the WION Newsroom. Stay with me.